miss it.
Yeah. So I feel like I owed you guys an explanation, right? Because I haven't posted in a long time, and today's video is going to be about the shakedown of taking the new car, or new to me, into my first event, and then having the guy that owned the car before me that actually built the car drive it and what he thinks of the upgrades that I've done so far, and he gave me some pointers and everything like that. I think we talk a little bit about why we traded, my reasons for trading, what his reasons for trading are. But I think that I'll do the next video, I'll do an update on that. I'll do the teardown on the car because obviously I went to the track and it's me, and of course I broke the car. So the next video will be me tearing down what I need to fix and then hopefully getting the new parts, or at least tear down and the walk around the car. And hopefully you guys like what you see. Now, I'm gonna insert some clips of the car when I first got, and a few of the clips from yesterday. What's going on, guys? So we're finally driving the piece of shit Mustang, and as you can hear, there's a lot of banging and a lot of scraping. So I think we're trying to make it to the track, and then we're gonna raise it, maybe raise it a bit more, and see if that helps. But we don't know. I mean, so far it's driving, it's just not making the best noises to make us feel safe in the car. So we'll catch you, and hopefully nothing happens. We'll catch you when we get to the track. So making a fuck ton of noise and everything, and it feels my foot. So this is Jesse. This is the guy I got the car from. It's raining, so I don't trust myself to take the car out. So he's gonna take it out, and I want him to, after we come back, to tell us what it feels like, because it has a new bump steer kit, torque reinforcement. So the hydro's gonna make the weird noises. Yeah.
No, it feels good.
Feels good?
Feels
right. So we'll get some reactions and stuff like that, because I don't trust myself to go out there right now.
The rear end, yeah, the rear end already feels 10 times better than it did. It's just like you said, that little rubbing, but that sounds like that sounds like, you know what? Check the. Have you checked the hydro lines? Make sure it ain't touching nothing.
I think it's that. I think it's
because I was having a problem where the hydro line was touching the drive shaft.
I think it's that. I think it's either the bracket. I zip tied it out of the way, right?
Yeah.
That bracket with that line that I had to cut off. So I think it's either that, and that's rubbing, because when you press it a little bit, sometimes it makes more noise.
It makes more noise.
So
and that's because you're tightening up that line. And
yeah.
It's
so like I said, I mean, I did what I wanted to, which was to drive it here, and then we'll drive it back, and then as long as it makes it, now I have a little bit more confidence in the car. I knew the car was good. It's just, you know, with the belt thing, and so then now that it's good,
now you know which way the belt goes.
Yeah. So. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna order a AC delete too. And I mean,
I'll give you back that one. That one didn't fit.
Did it fit?
It didn't work. It was too short.
It was too short?
Yeah.
We're sitting in the car with the prior owner of the Fox.
Of the drift steering. No, man, this thing's fucking tight.
So
I'd like. You really did make it a lot nicer than I did.
But let's go back because I said I want to do like a YouTube video. I've been doing YouTube. I just haven't updated since we moved because we've been moving and building. So I was building a 240. I was documenting everything because I'm doing it for me. Right? I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm doing it for me because everybody's like, "Oh, you had this car?" I'm like, "Yep." And then, "Do you have anything?" Nope, no pictures, no videos. So I started documenting everything.
So you had it.
So I documented everything for the 240. Like you can go on my page, find anything. Like literally from the point that I pulled it out of the fucking grass all the way till I moved and everything. And then, like I said, I was documenting when I went to get the engine, when I put the engine in and everything like that. I just haven't documented anything from when I moved from the old house and I traded you. So going back to the beginning, I got tired of it. I just didn't have the know-how of how to finish the car. And Steven and Jesse knew. This is Jesse, by the way, introducing Jesse. They knew more about 240s, so he decided to take on a project more than I can handle, and we traded the. I honestly wasn't gonna trade it, so honestly, like I put it on just to test the waters. Oh, we gotta move. Nope.
Yes, absolutely, positively.
But if somebody can drift it, it's the guy that used to own it.
It'll be this guy.
So we traded. I honestly wasn't gonna trade the car, and I was like, I literally that day you guys hit me up. I was going to Z Fever to drop the CPU off, but Steven hit me up and said you guys want to come, so I ended up trading him. So what made you trade? Obviously I know, but
well, when I had it, it was solid. I built an angle kit, welded the LSD in it, and it was the torque boxes were going bad. They were cracked. So it got to the point where I was tired of it and didn't have the money to put in the torque box reinforcements and the brace bars and all that extra shit. So, and all my buddies have 240s. So, you know, 240, get a 240, get a 240. He wants a Fox body, great a 240. So that's what I did. I went and picked up your 240, and then boy, was that boy a headache. And now I ain't got it, and I went and got another one of these because these things are fucking.
But we'll fast forward to that and show his Fox body because he traded that for another Fox body and went back to Fox body. My whole thing was, my main goal before I I'm trying to get back to drifting was to do hot rod tour, right? Yeah. And to do hot rod tour or something like that, you need an American car. So for me, originally when I was trying to get back into drifting, the Fox body was my main choice, right? It checked both of my boxes to do what I wanted to do, but I came into that 240 for, you know, what I thought was a good deal, which I think it still was a good deal.
Not even just that, it was the same thing that I got into. You know, your friends were talking, you know, I'll help you, we'll get it done, we'll get it fixed. And I got the car to drive, I brought it here and drifted it. It's just, it wasn't it was really the tuning was my problem. It was just trying to find someone to tune it, and fuck it just wasn't worth the hassle.
But now we're here, and the rain kind of ruined me going out because I don't trust myself yet, and it's super wet and it's slippery. So I want to get his reaction, how he feels and what he feels that maybe needs to still get improved on the car, because he's also building another one. And then again, we'll show that in a little bit.
Yeah, the other one's bone stock other than a cam.
But I think it sounds better than this one. It has a cam.
No, I love the, well, yeah, okay, I know, yes, but I love the way that, like, I love that. That's just,
right now, we're just waiting in line, and hopefully will be fun. But we'll see more of him, like I said, because we're trying to go to the compound. We're trying to do a bunch of stuff. And we're just kind of building these cars, and I think it's gonna be cool because there's not many. I mean, I know, you know, on the internet you find a bunch of Fox body drift cars.
Not really, because you got you know, the, what's his name, the red one,
Premium Fuel Mag.
Premium Fuel. You got Ken Block's kid that has one now, and Ken Block
has his own.
Yeah, has his own.
But then there's a blue one from the guy that has the Drift Fusion too.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but he has one. But like, there's a bunch. I follow a few people now on Drift, so there's a bunch. But like locally, no. I think I've been to Showtime, and besides, again, nobody there. Always lovely. I haven't seen one. The only two that we see is your old one and your new one now.
Well, so, yours and then my new one.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be cool. I mean, if it was dry today, like I would have been out there.
Well, that's the problem with this, because it's a live axle.
Honestly, if it had power steering, I would have at least sended it a little bit.
It's just the fact that with this car being a live axle, when you're in the rain, it's fucking useless. It's just, you can't grip up no matter what. Which is why that I'm actually curious, because I'm having a lot of wheel hop issues with mine.
And it may be.
And it's obviously, I'm thinking the rain's gonna be like the main cause, just because once you spin and you stay on the throttle, that's when it really wants to start hopping. So I'm curious.
We'll see how much the torque box.
I'm curious to see how much the bars and torque box reinforcements will make a difference.
But that's the same thing I was thinking too. Like eventually taking them back off now that I have them, and then re-welding some of the torque box just to add a little bit more strength, because I know some of them were cut up and stuff. Yeah. So I just put it on for now. Because I need, like you said, I need to get a better welder.
Yeah, no, you're good. If you notice, there was a spot of weld. I welded on the, I tried to re-weld the cracks just to hold it together until I got the money to buy the torque box reinforcements. And that was the biggest issue. Is just the job I was working at when I had this, I wasn't making enough money to be able to fund, $300 to completely redo the rear end and have the time to do it. Yeah. Now, like I got a better job, so that's why. Bro,
taking that lower control arm was so painful.
I'm so glad.
The driver's side bolt was so seized in there.
Bro, I told you that's what I was telling Steven. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's why it skips, because that bolt is so seized. Bolt, it's supposed to rotate inside of there.
No, that bolt was completely sealed, and I spent like 3 hours by myself, and I got pissed off, and I dropped everything, and then I had David. Like I said, David drove literally 3 hours to come help. That's why I feel bad, because he drove 3 hours again to help me get the car situated for today. And then it's rained out, and like because the power steering, I don't want to take it out, and I definitely, because we're not experienced. So
well, if this goes good enough, I'll take him out.
Yeah.
So at least he has that fun.
Again, he definitely deserves to drive this, and he deserves to get shotgun, because he's
he's a trooper, yeah.
And the 240, he's the only person that like came. Because like I said, the people that were helping with 240, they're great people, and I have nothing against them. I still talk to them, but Corona hit, and we kind of parted ways, and like I said, life happens. I got nothing against them, and I still talk to him. What? Hey, what do you think about the car? What do you think about the hood? You saw the hood?
No, I like the whole car.
Yeah?
Like, I missed this car.
Is this a throwback or what?
Dude, I want a Fox body now.
Yeah, it's mine.
This is your old car.
This is his old car.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I painted the hood. I dug torque box.
Dude, I love this fucking wheel, bro.
Oh yeah, I can hear that.
Hell yeah, dude.
That was good, this thing's fucking solid. Boy, do I fucking miss it!
Yeah. Let's go.
God, I miss this fucking thing.
Turn it off.
She sounds so good. Like, man, you got my foot shaking. I ain't been fucking able. Oh.
So far, what do you think?
Fucking immaculate.
Torque box.
Torque box. It feels 10 times better, but I think it's the panhard bars really gonna like set the rest of that wheel hop and set it aside.
Yeah.
Because
I think some good coilovers and some shocks.
Oh god, I forgot how. Oh my god, I forgot how much angle this thing fucking has,
yo,
dude.
Dude, I was like, my heart.
You saw the wall and you're like,
It's like, I know your skills are great, right? Like I know you, but it's like wet, no power steering. fucking sending it, and I'm like, wait, it's my car. I trust him. And then I was like, but I trust him, and whatever. If it happens, it happens. I'm like, I should have put my seatbelt on.
Just so you
tell me what you think of the car. Just to wrap this video up.
fucking. Dude, it's better. It's better than it's ever been.
It's going in the direction that we want.
Yeah.
Both of these to be, right?
Oh, not even that. Like, it was so much more controllable out there in the rain. That's the first time. Like normally, like I tell you, when in the rain, it's it'll spin. That it was so controlled. Once I figured out the throttle, it was just fucking. And then just letting, like you.
And I'm a little upset because you didn't even touch the handbrake.
I didn't even touch it once.
I know your skills, but it's like I wanted you to feel the difference. But
I'm sorry. I just like.
Hey,
if it was dry, I probably would have used it to walk up to the wall a little bit. But it's so wet. There's no need for it. Yeah. You can just flick it and it go.
I'm happy you like so far the direction that the car is going, and it's only going to get better.
That's it.
And once we feel the fire pump for me, and it's not raining, I'll be out there. Because the raining is so bad. It rained and kind of ruined it, and I mean.
And then the power steering went out.
Yeah, the power steering went out literally. Look at it. As soon as we turned, bah! I was like. But hey, good shakedown, I think, and like I said, I'm so excited you like it. So at this point is where I have to do a little explaining. At this point, people are leaving the track. It's not that full. The rain is actually starting to slow down. The track is drying up. So I decided, you know what? I'll stay away from the walls and I'll give it a little rip. I got the tire still and everything was good. So I take it out and I'm actually starting to get what he was saying about without the power steering, once you're going, you can do it. And then this happened.
Well, something